Hey guys. So, what a day. What a long, boring, pointless day. So, I can't remember if I talked about this on Wednesday, but for people who didn't watch or who did watch, well, guess you have to hear it again. But yeah, Wednesday I went in at 8 o'clock and there was really nothing for me to do. Had I done my job like I normally would, I would have been done within an hour. So I had to basically waste time, which I don't like doing. I like going there and doing my job the way I should, not having to be like, oh, I better go like to the bathroom or something. And I told my boss, I was like, yeah, if we work Friday, if there's not enough for me to be occupied all day, don't have me come in. But what did you know? I went in today, and same as Wednesday, if I had done what I was supposed to, like how I normally would, I would have been done within an hour. I mean, I'm wasting time. I am sitting there letting the stuff crush down for as long as possible. I'm folding slowly. I'm going to the bathroom and it's still, I had to go to the office because she was like, see me in the morning. So I went to the office at like 10. Actually, no, it was like uh it was 11:30. Wait, no, it wasn't 11:30. No, it was before 11 because I remember looking at my clock, or not my clock, my phone, and I said, I'm practically done. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. It was 10:30, something like that. Uh, so I had to go to the office, and she's like, oh yeah, just you know, safety procedures and stuff like that. Had sign stuff. Um, and she was like, yeah, just make sure you get the blue bags and go around, collect carpet and this and that. She's like, you know that if you're here for like 6-7 hours, you got to take 30-minute break. So around 1:30, I'm like, I'm not even gonna be here till 1:30. I'm like, I'm finishing up a bale of lab right now, and then I've got cardboard after that, and I'm like, as soon as I'm pretty much done, so I'm not even gonna be here till 1:30. Um, Now, oh god, my stomach. Now, had I had the cardboard, I probably could have taken more time, but for some reason, well, actually, not for some reason, I know the reason. So the forklift driver comes down, and he has like this small pile of cardboard, like maybe, I don't know, up to my knee. He puts it down, and I'm like, so how much more are you guys bringing down? Because I need to clean this area out by the end of the day. He's like, oh no, it's, we're taking it. He's like, I also need that one, and this one was pretty tall. Uh, it's pretty tall, and I'm like, you're taking it? He's like, yeah, we need them. I'm like, then why did you bring that down? He's like, yeah, I need those too. I'm like, okay. He said that the yarn, because they were welding or something, they had to take the yarn off the spindle type thing, and put them back in the boxes so that the guys can work on the metal and everything up there. You got sparks flying and stuff. You don't want anything just, you got yarn, very, you know, that stuff is just, that shit will light up. But so yeah, he took a big old fucking pile of cardboard, and I was left with this small box, small pile of toppers, like maybe same thing, maybe up to my knee or something. And I'm like, welp, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I decided just to make a small bale. So basically, it was the toppers, it was the boxes, like the big container boxes that lab was in. because we got to fucking break that shit down. And then I threw in like 3 boxes of dividers. I'm like, okay, here's the bale. I did it. So I did 3 bales of cardboard and 1 bale of a lab. And I looked around and I was like, you did good, son. You did good. Enjoying the fruits of my labor. I swept up and got all the whole area cleaned and all that. It was strange. I didn't even have to turn the fan on today because it's fucking freezing. Well, not freezing, but fucking cold out. So enough cold air is making its way into the where I work, so that even when I do heat up, I don't need the fan on because I just stand there and then finally it just hits me. Hits me like Chris Brown. I mean, I think I had to stand outside once, but yeah. So then going around, I had to collect carpet and all that stuff. I had to collect the recycled bags. What else? Plastic from the thingy up there. But it all fit in one buggy. It all fit in one buggy. I thought I was gonna have to make 2 trips, but nope. It's only 1. You could make 5 or 6 trips, or just 1. Because quite frankly, I really didn't want to have to keep going back and forth. Because I mean, just to walk from the front of the building to where I work, it's like a 5-6 minute walk. So I didn't want to have to keep going back and forth. So I'm like, okay, here's the route I'm going to take. I'm going to get as much as possible, if not all of it, in one go. And that'll be it. So I got all the carpet, I got all the blue bags, went back down to throw out the blue bags outside, put the carpet where it needed to be, which was, you saw the 3 containers I put into the small blue container, and my boss was like, yeah, just throw it into the the baler for Monday. I'm like, why? We're not going to have anything to bale on Monday for carpet. I mean, the amount that I collected today, I'm not going to throw that in and then get there at 8 o'clock in the morning and not be able to bale it. It's stupid. Just no. I didn't say that to her, but I was walking out of the office. I'm like, I'm freaking throwing that shit in. Because Monday I'm going to get there and there's not going to be anything. Even if there is, there's not going to be enough to throw in and make a bale out of, maybe at the end of the day. But if anything, it's going to be done Tuesday. So, but I got it, and then I tried calling my landlady and her sister for like 3 freaking hours to see if one of them could come get me. But they each called me back at around 2:20, and her sister called first. I'm like, yeah, it was just me. I've been calling since like 12, trying to see if one of you guys can get me home. And I also have some stuff to take to the dump. And I'm like, it's too late now. I mean, Scoose is on its way. It'll be here in like a couple minutes, so you don't have to worry about it. So it's so stupid that the freaking bus. Sorry, no one's going out there, so you're gonna have to wait until 3 o'clock. It's like, but I'm done. It's like, I will pay you $10 fucking to fucking take me home. I mean, it's a round trip, like for the day. It's $3.50 to get there, $3.50 to get back. It's like, I will pay you the $7 for one trip if it's that big of a deal, because that's mainly the reason. One of the reasons, because it's money, because of the gas being so fucking expensive. So they won't want to take just one person. But my house is only 6-7 miles. To go from like one side of Albemarle to the other is more than 6-7 miles, and they have no problem going in that area. You know, it shouldn't even be baited. This is just like outer Albemarle. You know, it's so stupid that they come out here only Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you know, when I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, since they get me, it's like I have to be outside at like fucking 7 o'clock. If I'm working, I have to stay till 3, because if I try leaving before 3, they're like, "Oh, we can't get you." But yeah. But anyways, I woke up in the morning not feeling like P Diddy. Actually, I felt like shit this morning. I was sneezing and just and then I turned on the backlight because I was going out to feed Venti and the other cats, because we're like cat central now. But I turned on the light outside. I went out, put some food out, and then I went back inside. And as I turned around, I saw Venti running, and he saw me and he ran up. And I sat outside with him. It was like 7 o'clock. He finished eating. He jumped up with me and he started to fall asleep like he always does. I'm like, Venti, no, no. He's looking at me like, I'm like, Venti, I have to get up, buddy. I mean, I've got to get up front. I'm like, I know you're comfortable and you're so fucking adorable and I love you to death, but I have to get up. So Venti was all sad that I had to get up. His little sister or girlfriend or whatever the hell she is came up while I was holding him. But I felt so bad because he was making himself comfortable and he was laying down and sleeping. And I'm like, why'd you have to do this to me, Venti? You're tearing me apart, Venti. And then I got home from work and same thing. Actually, no, he didn't run up though, but I went out, I was coming in from over there. This is where they dropped me off. And, he was over by the fence right over there, and he was snoozing. Well, not really snoozing. He was kind of staring at me. I'm like, Venti? He was like, so I went over there and, you know, gave him a rub, and then he figured out, oh, wait. And then I got up here, and he just all, woof, and he just ran. He was like, then same thing. I sat down, he ate, and then he jumped up with me, and I sat there for a little while, but it was fucking cold. I'm like, the outside itself wasn't cold, but there was this freezing wind. I'm like, Venti, I love you. I really do. You're my little man. I love you to death, and I wish I could stay out here longer, but my hands are going numb. So I picked him up, and again, I put him down, and his little girlfriend, or whatever she is, was there. I'm like, okay, he's in good hands. I don't have to worry about him being alone. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, my hands are going numb. I'm like, this is crazy. This is madness. Madness. This is bullshit. So, 2 times today, I was holding Venti, and 2 times I'm like, Venti, you have to get up, buddy. 1 in the morning because I had to leave, and then 2nd in the afternoon when I got home because my hands were going numb. I can never find gloves that fit me. My hands are huge. Unlike some people who have small hands, I have huge hands. They're huge. It's hard finding gloves for people with hands so huge. It really is hard. Like, my boss was like, yeah, there's stuff they threw out. They were like throwing away books and picture frames and stuff from the offices. And she's like, you might need gloves. I'm like, she's like, you still haven't found gloves? I'm like, nope. My hands are big. I mean, extra large gloves are not exactly cheap. Nothing for fat, tall people is cheap. You know, the gloves that they have, it's like you put them on, but then your hands start sweating. And then say you need to go to the bathroom. You're not going to fucking touch your dick and flop it around to, you know, after you're done pissing to, you know, with your gloves on. No, you're going to take them off. But then your hands are all nasty and sweaty, and then you wash your hands, and even then you try putting your hand back into that glove, it doesn't want to go in because your hand's freaking wet. You know, it's just like it's sticking, and it's... So I don't bother. I don't wear gloves. It's like when I was working as a CNA as well. You know, pretty much people work as CNA. They assume that everyone there is going to be some fucking small woman. So the gloves you had were only small. I mean, I had to try fitting my hands like medium sized, and even that. So I basically had to walk around piss, blood, and shit with no fucking gloves because they didn't have any gloves my size. Because again, my hands are huge. They're huge. They're so big. I mean, this bottle is huge, and it looks like a regular bottle to me. It's just, it's so... Look how large my hands are. This is comically large. Look how my hands, they're huge. They're the biggest hands. They're the best hands. Oh, Trump, we miss you. We miss you, buddy. People like, you know, people on Twitter are like, I miss Trump. Like, even people on the left are like, I miss Trump. But, yeah, the gloves. But she was like, yeah, just be careful. It was all just like books and papers, and there was like a little snow globe I threw in. I was like, I saw it at the bottom, and I was like a few feet away from the compactor, which is, you know, where we had to throw it. I took it, I was like, I was hoping it would just shatter, but it didn't. It landed comfortably on a black bag, and it fell in, and like, well, that's disappointing. It's not fun being tall. It's not fun being 6'4", and you know, I'm sure you guys can relate to, you know, people who are just like me, tall and huge. It's hard for me to find a pair of pants because my dick is so big. No, I'm kidding. I have a small penis. Like, so small. It's so small. It's microscopic. It's a micro penis. No, I've said before, I'm comfortable enough with the size that I can joke around about it. Because I know the truth. But we went from talking about the day today to penis. But isn't that always how it goes in life? You start talking about one thing and somehow you end up with a penis. My dick. Welcome to the town of my dick. Dick. Please accept my dick. Dick. No. You guys aren't going to get that reference. Sorry. It's from the same place where you would see me say, hello, adventurer. Anyways, I've been rambling on for almost 20 minutes. Yeah. Penis.